Coming out his podcast, just a man doing the best he can with what he got. And I apologize for missing last week's podcast. I was under the weather. That's right. Every once in a while, God comes down to remind me I am still human. But I'm back now, feeling better. And I'm glad I'm back because I'm here to give y'all the truths. The uncomfortable truths. The truths nobody's going to tell y'all. And the truth is, we're in a recession right now. The economists won't tell you that. This current administration won't tell you this. The talking heads on CNBC, CNN, and all these stock brokerage channels won't tell you that, but we are in a recession. We are a top-heavy economy where only the people in the investor class are making money. It's a weird thing. I don't know if recession is the actual word for it, but you're losing money if you're a regular American. And statistically, if you listen to this, you're broke. You're not in the 1%. You're broke and you need money. This year has been the best of times and the worst of times. If you're part of the investor class, it's the best of times. You're eating. Like, that's what's funny about this economy. If you're on the top or invested in the stock market, you are gangbusters. You are making money, myself included. Not a lot of money, but my investments have skyrocketed this year off doing what I call Trump trading. I can talk about that later. But if you're not part of the investor class and just a regular worker, you're done. You're done. All reports indicate because of Trump's tariffs, inflation has raised close to 3.5 to 5% this year. And for those of you I don't know, the Fed sets a rate of 2% inflation every year as being healthy. Right now, we're over that. The tariffs are inflationary, which is making the Fed lower interest rates. That's right, man. The Fed doesn't lower interest rates because the economy is doing good. No. Oh, no. The economy is doing bad, and they're trying to inject more spending and make people invest more, so they're lowering the interest rate because things become cheaper when you lower the interest rate. That's what's happening now. And new data shows that wealth groups, all wealth groups in America, saw a gain over the past year, with the net worth of the bottom half of Americans increasing by 6%, while the top 1% saw their wealth grow by 10%. And that sounds good until you realize wages have not been keeping up with inflation for the last 30 years. So take 30 times 2. That's how far we are behind the bottom half of Americans' wages keeping up with inflation. We are already behind the 8 ball. So this little 6% raise, it ain't doing nothing now. We are screwed. Prices of beef is going up. Eggs has not went down. Because of Trump's tariffs, the price of toys, mainly imported from China and other countries, has went up. The average American is going to spend 10% more on Christmas this year because of the tariffs. And the dirty little secret about retail is that 9 months out the year, they operate in the red. And then 3 months out the year, because of Christmas, they're able to recoup all the money they lost throughout the year because they tricked us into becoming super consumers. Not only have they tricked us into becoming super consumers, they are employing AI technology to manipulate prices and to emotionally manipulate us into buying more. Amazon, Walmart, all these online marketplaces have been caught manipulating market prices. I've caught on myself. Like, I was trying to buy toilet paper on Amazon because I'm a Prime member. The price was $6.99 when I regularly looked it up. Then I logged into my Amazon account, looked up the same toilet paper. There's instantly a $10 marked out in front of it and saying, hey, you're saving 30% now. Buy now. And I'm like, wait a second. Before I signed in, this just said $6.99. But now since I logged into my Amazon Prime account, you're showing me the original retail price like I'm getting a discount. And that is manipulation, emotional manipulation, FOMO, fear of missing out. They're putting that $10 above that $6.99 to make me feel like, oh my God, I gotta get it now because that's a hell of a deal. All of these companies are doing that. If you want to know if you're getting a deal, start tracking that product 3 months before October. Look at the price then and see how much is going down. But I'm here to tell you guys, honest God, truth. You better not go broke buying Christmas gifts this year. You better not. There's been so-called a war on Christmas for many, many years. When people say, oh man, you're taking the Christ out of Christmas. And truth be told, Christ hasn't been in Christmas for a long ass time. Christmas is about consumerism. It's about how many gifts you can buy for people. Gifts that they're not even going to remember the next year. I challenge anybody listening to the sound of my voice right now to tell me every gift you got for Christmas 10 years ago. You can't. You can't. Gifts people ain't going to remember. Some gifts people don't even want. A lot of y'all are going to go broke this year trying to buy gifts when you should be saving your money because we are in a recession. Things are looking bad for the bottom half of Americans. That's just what it look. It looks an awful 1999-ish when the dot-com crash happened. And that's the beauty of being the age I am now. I got historical reference points that I lived through that I can say, hey man, this looks a lot like that. And that's what AI is now. AI is a bubble. Now, I don't think the bubble is going to burst anytime soon. But if you look at the stock market, the top 7 companies are carrying the whole market. And to really hammer down the parallels to the dot-com bubble, with this AI bubble right now, most of these 7 companies are doing circular investments. They all investing in each other. Out of the Mag 7, the 7 stock market companies carrying the whole market: Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Alphabet, Meta, Nvidia, Tesla. Nvidia, Microsoft, Amazon, Apple, all investing in each other. It's a bubble. And those companies have been investing in other companies that America has been invested in, mainly Intel. Intel's stock has went up this year because Trump bought an American stake in there. And then Nvidia miraculously invested money into Intel. It's a bubble and it's gonna burst. I don't know when. I'm not saying it's gonna be anytime soon. I don't have a crystal ball. And this bubble could blow up for another 2 years. But when it does pop, if the rest of the market doesn't catch up to these, we're done. And I'm a Tesla owner. Once again, I bought my car before doing crazy. I'm a Tesla owner. And I'm going to be honest, as a retail investor, I stay away from Tesla because the volatility is way, 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 way high. Meaning you will see wild swings in Tesla, and I can't afford to take the risk. Like if you have the stomach for it, you can make a lot of money off Tesla because it goes up and down a lot. And you can sell premium, cover calls, and cash secure puts and get premium and make money. For me, I can't do it because I don't have enough money to lose on Tesla. And I don't know what Tesla does anymore. I really don't. It's like Tesla is a car company that forgot they sell cars and trying to do everything but sell cars. It's like, yo, you have a damn good car. Why don't you work on making that better instead of autonomous robots? Who asked for that? Like seriously, but they're trying to diversify into the AI ring so they can just keep on boosting up their prices and make more money off that. That is the secret sauce right now. Just say you're an AI company and people will throw money at you, kind of like it was during the .com days, where all you had to do was register your website. And a lot of people were scalping famous companies' names in hopes that those companies would try to buy that web domain off of us. It happened. I lived through it, man. Folks was making $10,000 just because they was snatching up names like Nissan.com or ProcterandGamble.com. Now, if you want ProcterandGamble.com, you got to come to me who registered that name and buy it off of me. That happened, man. We're kind of at that point with AI right now where it's the Wild West and anything can go. But if the top 7 companies take a dip, we're screwed, guys. Like seriously, using the stock market as a metric for the economy by itself is stupid. I said this under Biden. I'll say it again under Trump. The stock market is not the economy. That's not how you should measure the economy. It's a metric, but it shouldn't be the only one. What I'm looking at is the price of everything going up. The average salary in America right now is $60,000. And the only thing that's making it $60,000 is including the high earners, the people who make $200,000 a year. But that's going to go down the toilet. You know why? Because of AI. You're about to see a massive white collar layoff. Programmers are about to take a hit because AI can do that. Like one of the biggest setbacks of programming is debugging. And I hate coding my damn self because I know when I make a mistake, it's my fault. The computer does what I tell it to do. So if there's a mistake, I got to go back through the code and find out where I made a mistake. Now you got AI to do that with surprisingly great accuracy. So you're going to see a lot of coders be laid off. Not to mention when you take AI and mix it with automation, it's over for a lot of blue collar workers. It never ceases to amaze me how the ruling class and people with money will convince people on the bottom that somehow if somebody outside of your field asks for more money or express concerns about their needs not being met, that somehow they're not worthy of getting those needs met. When fast food workers ask for a raise, when it's like, hey man, $7 an hour is not enough to feed my family, everybody just scoffed at them and said, well, you're making $7 because you didn't try hard. You didn't go to school. You didn't make something out of your life. So that's why you're making $7 an hour collectively. We told those folks that, hey, that was a job for teenagers. And if you want to make more money, you need to retrain in another field. Essentially spend money on training. Now that's happening to all us elite degree holders. Now, folks who went into debt and got student loans to get a degree so they wouldn't have the same fate as those fast food workers are now looking at their jobs being replaced, or even more tragically, devalued. The salary was once $150,000, now going down to $80,000. And if you budget out your life around $150,000, $80,000 is going to hurt. And what's the sentiment now for those people who worked hard, got those degrees? The sentiment is, who told you to get a degree? Why did you spend your money? That's your responsibility. You should have been training in these jobs for the future. See, when it was those fast food workers, everybody was like, ugh, gross. Now it's white collars and everybody's saying, well, hey, it's your fault you got a degree. When no, we told everybody to get a degree to stop the same fate as those fast food workers, when the honest answer was we should have been giving them folks more money because they're doing a job. It's a circle jerk, a mind fuck And it's going to come to head next year because I swear for cheese and crackers, I'm not an economist. I don't dig into the numbers. I don't do the fancy math the economists do. But one thing I do know, and one thing I am, I'm a retail investor and I'm an American citizen living in America right now. And I'm seeing these prices go up. Meanwhile, I'm also seeing people struggling to hit par. So my advice to you is, man, don't go broke this Christmas, man. Matter of fact, Christmas hasn't been about Christ in a long ass time. Y'all should make it about family. It should be about you being present, not about giving presents. One thing I loved about Japan, kids get one gift. One. And most of the time, the gift those kids ask for, it's not even big gifts. I remember teaching an English class and asking my kids, hey, what did you want for Christmas? Astoundingly, a lot of the answers was books. Books. They wanted books. Not PS5s, not Xboxes, not supercomputers, not Steam Decks, books. But in America, man, they trick y'all into thinking consumerism. Like, you show your love by how much you can buy. Buy your wife this fancy purse to show you love her. Get her some diamonds. Take trips. And I'm telling y'all, man, you better save your money because rocky times are ahead. But hey, don't listen to me. I'm just an idiot with a podcast, man. Like, seriously, do your own research. But as for me and my house, yeah, we ain't going broke this Christmas. And I suggest you do the same.